They don't gotta be behind.
Exactly.
But that's not mine.
I gotta
That bitch
pull
so
that bit.
slippery though. They, hold on, this bitch.
You started, AG? It
Yeah.
should be on your account, right? The Angel.
I think.
Look at.
If I buy that,
I
we
want
had
to bet.
like 12 little sodas, and then everybody had got some, and then it disappeared.
Oh my
All right,
gosh.
so boom.
Go to search up Angel Tucker 8146.
You gotta change that name, son.
I'm already knowing.
Yeah, but look what I was watching, man. Niggas can't tell me nothing.
Woo!
That was
Niggas
a
can't
new.
tell me nothing.
That was a
That
new
nigga
one.
tried to spoil it for me, bro.
That's number one. So you already know by now.
Oh, Carl, let
And
me
on
tell
top
you
of
about
that,
it.
man.
Carl, let me tell you about it. So,
Nah, say it.
I was about to hang up.
But he didn't even watch it.
Hey, Angel, how you look at your
I
stuff
keep
on
forgetting
here?
the website. That's why.
nigga, just search me out, dude.
It's on your account.
So
Well, I should go to
I'm
my
going to
account,
YouTube
right?
right now. I've been slow.
It's
What
a
is it? Andrew Tucker.
8146.
Tucker.
It should be at 46.
8146.
It should be an upcoming stream.
When will it come up?
Wait, I see it to it.
Yeah,
I see it to it.
Ah!
yeah.
Yeah.
8146. Put the Angel Tucker all together.
It's time, bro.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hear my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws.
It's the NFL on. And we are underway in Buffalo. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Allen going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Bills' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defense.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Look at the big man rumble.
Still going inside the 20.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
And now on the heels of the pick six, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0.
It's a run with Mostert.
And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And now here is the offense onto the field as their first involvement will be a 2-point conversion attempt.
The two are going to try and throw for it.
And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Allen now looks to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On play action, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 30 yards. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
How about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together? But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Oh!
Tua going to keep it on the draw. And he'll get blocked. Scrimmage back at the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's caught. Down saving tackle there. Now 2 and now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on that.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And the defense got in the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Three houses, but no home yet. Nobody come on.
Going for a first down.
Not alone yet. Yeah.
We're answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find... Sorry, Coach, we'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
On 1st down, Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got some space here. And he's going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch there.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Room past the 35. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On play action, here's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Hill going to go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Allen's throw is complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Allen to throw once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So now on comes the Dolphins offense as he'll try and go for two here. The two are going to try and throw for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Brandon Jones picking it off.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, ooh, I got a, yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down, all sookie now, get a brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of foxy mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to